Hello there, Anne here. I have 30 good qualities that can help you get married this year. And of course, someone will be saying, I hope it's not what I have been doing. I hope they are not points I have been keeping. I have been so faithful to this point, and of course, they never worked. I hope they are not things I have been doing. What exactly is she going to tell me that I have not done? Just listen to me. Make sure you don't skip number 11. Make sure you don't skip number 27 and number 30. Don't skip. Just listen. And of course, see, we all had these times where we never wanted to listen to advice anymore. We never wanted to listen to relationship talks. Of course, upgrowing, of course, if you want to get married and you have a date or you have someone you're hanging out with or you're dating, it gets to a point in life, especially as an African, where parents begin to remind you of your marriage, someone, a life partner, and all that. And especially in the environment, when you see friends begin to get married, things are happening in church, people you hang out with, people you stay with, your mates, things are happening. You know, you begin to have a routine, or you begin to plan marriage. You begin to plan, oh, who am I going to get settled with? Who am I going to stay with as a partner? Who is going to be my partner? We all have this time when you begin to check, you begin to count, you begin to see people around you. Who exactly fits me better? Who exactly do I want to pick? Who exactly is this person that I want to, that I feel I can stay with? Who exactly among these people that I see that understands me better? Who is this person we understand ourselves better? So like I said, today I am giving you 30 good qualities that can help you get married this year. Like I said, we all had time where we listen to relationship advices like this. And of course, if you adhere to what I am about to tell you, because they are part of the things that made my marriage work, that made my relationship work. As at the time I got into the relationship with the man I got married to now, I had other relationships standing. I had other relationships, not to tell lies. I had other relationships, but this is the one I never thought of. I was in prayers. I think we had this our daily manna prayers at that time of the year. It was fresh in the year like this, and of course, I listened to relationship advice from Stephen Speaks. Yes, one of them, and then Brinley. I listened to them. I listened to them a lot. I follow them. And of course, there were things he said, do this, do that, do this. And of course, I was able to follow these things. I adhered to them strictly. I removed my crowd. I removed some of the things that are not supposed to be part of my relationship, or some of the people that I am not supposed to be in relationship with, just to make my relationship work. And coupled with, it was early in the year like this, I just walked into the new year then, and of course, I was planning, I was going to pick someone, I was making up my mind. Of course, I told the guys around me then, I said, see, I'm about to pick someone. If you know your way, you have your way, start praying, because I am about to pick someone. I am praying, I am doing my prayers. So don't tell me, let's go see your parents. You have to pray about it, because the prayers does not have to do with just me as a woman. The Bible said, he that findeth a wife finds a good thing. So you as the man, you have to pray for the good thing. You have to pray for the woman you are going to get married to. You have to pray for the woman you are going to stay with as a wife. You have to conclude, this is the person I'm confident, I'm comfortable with. I am confident with this person. If I can do little jobs with this person, I can work in an office with this person, and of course, this person can deliver even when I am not around. You are confident in this person. You are comfortable with this person. This person is someone that can actually do your jobs and execute them successfully even when you are not in the office. At your place of worship, this person has been in the same worship group with you, or service group with you in church. This person can actually cover you, talk with you, and cover you exactly the way you want it. So you have to pray about your life partner. It doesn't have to do with just the woman you tell me, you walk up to me, you tell me, can we get married, or can we just start doing something for the year? You're ready. No, you have to pray about your life partner, because if it's good for you, it's going to be good for me. So like I said, let's go straight to the point. Respect your partner. Respect is one of the things we see it as is normal. I respect him. After all, I respect him. I respect her. What's there? If I don't respect him in the first place, I won't even listen to him. I won't even stay with him. If I don't respect her, I won't even approach her for a relationship. Respect is one of the key things. Respect is one of the biggest things in relationship, and we just commonize it. We feel respect. I respect this person, we respect ourselves, and you move on. Respect is very key. You must learn to respect your partner and respect yourself. It works wonders. Number 2, don't look for perfection. If you have someone you're dating right now, see, don't look for perfection. See, there's just no one out there that is perfect. I'm talking to you right here. I am not perfect. You watching me over there from the other side, you're not perfect either. We are all not perfect except God. So you consult God. Don't look for perfectionists. Don't look for someone that fits in like your sister, like your aunt you stayed with. Don't look for a perfectionist. If you truly want to get married this year, you will not look for a perfectionist. Look for someone you can stay with, you are comfortable with, like the point I just mentioned, someone you can respect, someone that can understand with you, someone you can talk to and understand with you. So don't look for a perfectionist. Number 3, help your partner to grow. For you to walk into relationships, sometimes I tell people, see, most times when I am privileged to counsel people, you see, there's this talk of, she doesn't want to support me. He doesn't want to stand by me. She is not supporting me. She does not support what I do. See, if you don't support what your partner does, if you are not ready to support your partner, these are things your partner loves doing. You have to support, you must learn to support your partner in all he does. You must learn to support your partner in all she does. Especially, I talk about decency, especially when it's decent. You must learn to support your partner and support your partner to grow in whatever he or she is doing, so long as is decent. Number 4, you must learn to trust. See, the Bible said 2 cannot work together except there is an agreement between them. Before you even agree to work with this partner, with your man, with your lady, you must learn to trust. The place of trust is very key, is very important. If you don't trust your partner, you can't do so well. If you don't trust your partner, your mind, you always be in fear. You live in fear because you don't trust when he goes out there. You don't trust when she tells you she's traveling to Abuja, or she's traveling to Lagos, she's traveling to Lokoja, she's traveling for something in Port Harcourt. If you don't trust your partner, especially when your partner's job is the type that have to that he or she has to travel, if you don't trust your partner, that relationship will not work, because you walk in fear and you always respond to messages or maybe talks at any time your partner calls. It's always, you sound like you're scared. And of course, there are these dreams that you see. Dreams sometimes, they are the aftermath of your thought through the day. That is what happened to you at night. I don't know if this happens to anybody. Sometimes my thoughts over the day, this is what happened in my dream over the night. So sometimes, if you don't trust your partner, like I said, you begin to have dreams and feel that, oh, this partner is cheating and all that and all that. Number 5 is build together. You will learn to build. See, if you learn to build in your relationship together with your partner, it will help you a great deal. There's no way you're building from this side and your partner is building from this. And there's no way, see, a building can stand when 2 of you are not coming together to agree on just a thing. There's no way you can succeed in building a place when you're not speaking the same language. There's no way you can succeed in building and the foundation is solid when you are not building from the place of understanding. And see, we are building together. It is of our interest and we want to achieve the same goal. So you must learn to build together with your partner. The 6th one is love all around and all about your partner. You see, people walk into relationship, especially we ladies, I'm sorry to say this, we don't want our men's partners. We feel this person is making my man to go out too much. This person is making my husband to hang out too much. I don't have enough of my partner. I don't have enough of my boyfriend or my husband to be. These partners, at any time they come around, they move him out, they drive around, they do this. I don't like their way of doing businesses. I don't like their way of going out. I don't like the way they hang. I don't even like the way they talk. I don't like their talks, you know. You must learn to appreciate anything about your partner. And after you have loved and appreciate whatever is around him, if you truly love him and you want that relationship to work, it is at that point when you love your partner that you can chip in your ideas and you begin to see changes in your partner. If you don't love your partner, you cannot work together with your partner, you cannot build together with your partner, you don't respect your partner, see, it is very difficult for you to change or to make things work. You must love the people around him, because sometimes, see, it is even the people that he has existed with, that those things you want to correct, those things you want to change in your partner, it is those people that stays around him that understand him, that understand where to start. If you truly want him to do something, those people that understand how to go into him, how to walk into his life, to talk to him, his soft spots, where to touch, where to go, before he says yes to whatever you want to change. Sometimes it is the people that have existed with him that can help you go into his life and begin to make things work for you. So don't always hate people that he has been with. Work with them together. See, like I said, two can only work together when there is an agreement. You have to agree with him first before you begin to change him to what you want him to be. Number 7, cut from many friends. Cut yourself. Remove yourself from too many friends. You see, there's no way you want to stay with, you want to start a relationship with someone you don't know. Someone that is not coming from your environment, someone that is not coming from your place of work, because these are possibly the places where you have someone that understands you, that knows you better. This person is not coming from your community. This person is not coming from your local government. This person is not coming from your state. This person is not coming from your office. This person might not even be at your worship center. You just met maybe in an eatery or somewhere, something maybe online. See, it is only when you cut off from your previous friends, your previous crowd, that you can give out time to understand this person, to attend to this person. For you to know this person properly, you have to detach from some group of friends that will not help you achieve what you are planning or what you're about to plan. Number 8, accept your bad part. You know, a lot of us don't agree to, I am wrong in this part of my life, it is wrong. What I did in my previous relationship, these things I did them. Yes, see, some of us, people find it difficult to own up. That is wrong. If you truly want to move on well in this new year, and you truly want to get married so fast and so quickly this new year, I am telling you this for dash, I'm telling you this for free. Take it anywhere, this is the truth. You must learn to cut off the people that will not help you to concentrate. Accept that you are wrong. When you are wrong, accept that I did this wrong in my previous relationship, and for this relationship I'm walking into now, is going to work. It has to work. There's just nothing to make it not work. If it is me, if this is what I did in the last relationship, and of course I just discovered I did it, and of course it cost my last relationship, I am going to work on this. You must accept your bad part. You must accept those wrongs you did. For you to move forward and do so well, you must accept it. The next one, which is number 9, is for you to spend time together. You see, sometimes fear does not allow us to move on with our lives. A lot of us today living, and of course we are finding it difficult to really have a relationship standing. It's because of fears. Not because we are bad people, not because we don't even have the characters, not because we are not doing so well, not because we are coming from the wrong foundations. Sometimes our fears have put us in those positions where we are living the way we are living and we don't have partners. See, sometimes your fears can keep you. See, after all, I spent enough time. If you listen to my conversation from the beginning of the video, your fears can keep you. Some people will tell you, I actually did this. All these points she's talking about, I have done them. I respect, I don't look down on him, I value him, I support her, I did all I could do, but it still did not work. So if you maintain those fears and you refuse to spend time to know this person, see, you still have, see, this thing, it doesn't just come through just one way. There are a lot of things you bring into relationship, or if you're starting a relationship, you're building in a relationship, there are a lot of things that happen if you're not careful. you will get it wrong. You will definitely get it wrong. See, if you don't spend enough time with your partner because you're scared, in your last relationship, you spent a lot of time with your partner, and of course, it was a wasted effort because your partner never valued your time, your partner never valued you, your partner misused the time you spent with him. He made you to do a lot of things that you were not, as a Christian girl, supposed to do in your relationship, but because friends told you that you have to spend enough time, so you had to spend this time with him, and it resulted to a lot of things. It resulted to touching, from touching to in the room, from the room, and whatever happened, only God understands what happened. You're spending time together with your partner from this new year, from your new steps. You must choose where to meet each other. You must not be in his room. You must not be in your partner. You must not be in your girlfriend's room. You must not be in your man friend's or your boyfriend's room. You must choose a place, a decent place where you meet out there. It could be after service on Sunday, like who I dated. In short, the last man that becomes my boyfriend today, my husband today, at any point we want to meet, he makes it after service. We meet in an eatery because we don't go to the same church. He goes to Anglican and I go to one of the Pentecostal churches around. Okay, I go to Redeem then, or I go to my Winners. And of course, at any time I am in town, he tells me, okay, after service, can we just meet here? We meet in an eatery. That is what it is. We meet in an eatery because he's already conscious of what he wanted. We meet in an eatery, which is an open, even when we don't have money, we pay for popcorn, and sometimes we choose not to even eat because eating is even another distraction on its own. When you go to an eatery and you're enjoying something, see, I am not saying we don't concentrate, but sometimes when you're eating or you leave what is taking you there, you forget what you're supposed to do. And when you forget what you're supposed to do, you begin to order for food, order for drinks. Sometimes I tell people, see, the man that truly wants to get married to you and truly wants to have something serious with you will not even give you too many things. He tells you, what do you want? Take what you're comfortable with. And most times when you spend time with our guys, see out there, those ones that are truly sincere, a lot of them, yes, even the ones that spend on you, yes, it's out of excitement. You're meeting someone new. You don't know what this person wants. Offer whatever you can offer. But sometimes, most times, like my husband today, he spends time, he buys whatever I want to take. He tells me, take whatever I want to take. And sometimes, most times, he's always on just water. He takes a bottle of water. When he's done with that bottle of water, he asks for the next one, and he's offered the next bottle of water. He keeps sipping water, and of course, at some point, I began to realize, see, this guy takes a lot of water, and of course, when you go close to him, he smells nice, he smells good, and of course, I like, he smells nice. I think it's part of this water. I had to start the water therapy. At any time I see him, that does not mean he doesn't have the little change to buy whatever I want to buy, or I don't have the little change, I want to buy whatever we want to take in an eatery. I was working, he was working, so we're all good to go. But I was taking water because it makes me to concentrate. See, it makes me to I am focused. I knew whatever I was saying till today. I could remember anything I ever said from the beginning. And of course, I could remember anything my husband ever told me from the beginning of the relationship till now. And of course, it was so fast, and it was within like 6 to 7, 8 months, 9 months to 11 months. And we actually pushed it that way. If I wanted it within 6 months or 7 months, it would have happened. But in between, when we started dating and getting serious, my husband lost his father, and of course, as an African woman, and of course, to any woman out there, it's my choice. I decided, and of course, he said, can we have this done? Though I just lost my dad, and of course, considering the fact that he was spending a lot of money trying to bury his father, burial arrangement, printings, and other things, and of course, on my own, and I needed to clear some things, and of course, I was running a program back in school, so I went back to wrap up my program. I needed to just round up because I was traveling from my place of work. I was in Abuja then. I was shuttling between Abuja and Lagos, so I needed to round up my program then in Benue State, and of course I needed to still get settled. So I never wanted a situation where I get married, I start traveling between Lagos and Abuja to Benue, because I don't like the traveling on road, because it's a bit far for me. It's a choice anyway. So I had I had these plans of, okay, fine, if I can finish this program and then I go back to Abuja, and of course, when the marriage happens, I move back to Lagos, I'll be able to concentrate and face my job back in Lagos. If anything is taking me to Abuja, it then means my office is asking me to come. So it's going to be like a 2-3 days thing, or highest 1 week, which of course it will be understood for a new couple, you know. And of course, so I didn't find it difficult, you know. Spending time together is very important because it will help you to be able to know what exactly your man wants, the lady you're dating wants. So spend time together, you'll be able to know him. A lot, the things I knew when I was dating my husband, when we're preparing for the marriage alongside, they are the things that are still working for me today. They are exactly what he told me, exactly how he wants his life. That is what I am seeing right now. So I didn't find it difficult. I didn't find it in short. I don't have to pray too much about God change this man to look like my father. God change this man to look like my brother. God change this man to look like my ex. God change this man to look like his friend. So I never spent that much time till now. I am not spending that time to pray for his change. I am spending more time to ask for more money. I am spending more time to ask for more children. I am spending more time to ask for other better things and stuffs to take care of people. There are a lot of people in the street that needs my help, that needs our help as a family, to sow into people's lives the more, and then to touch more people's lives, because that is the reason why we are here on earth. So like I said, spending time with your partner is very important. It will help you to know your partner very well. Number 10, set goals and keep to your boundaries. You must learn to set goals and keep to your boundaries in your relationship. It helps a lot. It helps. Because if you have no goals in your relationship, you can't set boundaries, you will find it difficult to do things. Whatever comes, you take. Whatever happens in your relationship, you accept it. Whatever comes, you agree to it. So you must learn to set boundaries and, of course, follow them accordingly. Set your goals, set your boundaries, the things you're supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do. Have your values attached to them. You know, follow them faithfully and follow them well. It will help you. Number 7, which I said don't miss, number 7 is be part of the right people. Be part of the right places. Be part of his peace. Be part of your peace as you're building into the relationship. You remember I told you number 11 is very important to me. Be part of his life. Be part of his building. Be part of the preparation. Be part of the foundation. If you are going to get it so solid and you are going to get it so well that you have to enjoy it, you have to be part of him. You have to be part of the relationship. You have to be part of everything that is happening. Be part of the conversation. I have mentioned this. Be part of going to the right place so you don't get it wrong. So you don't tell a different story. Sometimes when you rush into it too early, too fast, you will come out of it too fast and too early. So most times I tell people, be part of doing the right thing at the right time. Be part of following the thing you're doing, especially when you're building a relationship. Be part of building it the right way and following it step by step. If you jump from the first step, or from the first thing you're supposed to do to the last thing, you will definitely have to see some things missing in between. And that is where the problem comes from. If you see him and you jump into him, you love him, you don't know what his temperament is. You don't know what he loves and what he does not love. And from loving him, you jump into marriage, you will definitely have problems in your marriage. So you must learn to accept him and accept being part of the foundation, the solid foundation, and accept being part of the right things to do and at the right time. Number 12, tell your partner why you love him. Sometimes I ask questions. I said, when people come to me and said, I don't know what happened, I loved him, but along the line, I don't like him anymore. I feel I just discover he doesn't even love me. I just discover this is not the person I am looking for. This is not the person I prayed for. I accepted him and thinking he is the person. And sometimes I ask, I said, what exactly made you love him? That means you didn't check. You didn't spend time with him. He didn't tell you why he loves you. It then means you just jump into it because you were under pressure. You just jump into the relationship because your friends were getting married. So if you have no reason, if you can't tell me why exactly you love him, this is part of this is part of what is causing or is breaking your relationship. Because if you can't tell your partner why you love her or you love him, it's part of the little things that makes that that crashes relationships. Like, remember those discussions you used to have at your time of dating. Remember those discussions you people used to have when you started your relationship. Remember those things he told you, and he kept to those things till now. Those things, those promises he told you, the things he told you, his salary as at then, and when his salary increases, does he come back to tell you, my salary just increased? When he gets promoted, does he come back to tell you, I just got promotion? Does he tell you, I appreciate you? Does he tell you those things you do and he likes them? Does he appreciate you? Does he remind you of the things you agreed to and you're still keeping to those things? Does your relationship build, do you build your relationship on the truth? So don't forget, I say, tell your partner why you love your partner. The next one, which is number 13, is be willing to make compromise. In any relationship that partners are not ready to make compromise, it will be very, very difficult for them to grow together, for them to build together, for even them to agree. If you can't make compromise, it's as simple as it sounds. You can't grow, you can't do well. The 14th one is stop the wrong people. Stop the wrong people from getting into your family or getting in between you. It still boils down to one of the points I mentioned earlier. See, you stop going to the wrong people, and then stopping the wrong people, stopping yourself from having a conversation. It could be in church, it could be in the office, it could be casual talk. Sometimes a discussion is going on in your office and you just echo, you say something, and of course that can go a long way. A lot of people can join two and two together. Stop people from getting to know what is going wrong in your relationship. So you must stop the wrong crowd from getting to know what is happening in your relationship, which is number 14. Number 15 is speak the truth and nothing but the truth. Learn to say your truth. Learn to keep the right part of the relationship. Learn to keep your own part of the covenant, which is, learn to say it the way it is. When you're not happy, learn to say it. You're not happy. What made you not to be happy? Learn to say it. When you're happy, you're excited. Show your excitement in full while you're happy, so that thing can continue. If you refuse to show when you're not excited, you will live with it because it will be part of the relationship. If you cannot speak your truth now, if you cannot tell him, this is where I am right in this place, and of course you're exactly there. If he drives past and he decides, coincidentally, he's just driving past that way, and you tell him, this is where I am, and he decides to stop by, and he stops, he refuses, you're not there, or she stops, you're not even anywhere to be found. What do you think? You have done something. There is a question mark from that moment. Even when you get married with other qualities that he values or she values, there is already a clause. There is something has gone wrong that he's going to or she's going to be putting a check on. So stop the wrong crowd. Learn to say your truths. It is very important. Number 16 is for you to respect your partner's parent. You see, I went into a program, I love to do things because, I'm married. I was single before I got married. And of course, I'm coming from a home. And I grew up with an old woman, my grandma, who tells me, the building of the family starts from another family. If you are going out of your family, leaving your parents, your mother and your father, your siblings, to go join with someone and build a family, the training and the upbringing and the foundation starts from where you're coming from. And if you have to train your children, the foundation, 80% come from where you're coming from, So I went into a parental program just to know, because I have my children, and of course, and I needed to learn about the three of them. I needed to learn how to treat this person, how to talk with this person, how to relate with this person, because there's no one child that 1 or 2, 3 children that behaves alike. These children, they come from the same parents. If you check your siblings, if you have, you guys don't behave alike. So there is no one child that behaves the same with the other one. So I needed to just learn about them. And of course, when I'm talking to you like this, I can chip in something. I just love to be vast. I love to be an all-rounder. you know. So I went into this to learn something about parenting, just to have something to do about parenting, dealing with my children and even people around, my brothers, cousins, friends around that. You meet children, and sometimes when you talk with children, some parents walk up to you and say, you have no right to talk to my child. You have no right to correct my child for this dressing. I saw this dressing and I like it, and of course I decided she goes out with it or he goes out with it. So how do you treat people like this? Because if you don't work on your child, and if you refuse to work on your child, or you're working on your child and the other person refuses to work on his or her child, there is a problem, because the child you refuse to work in, or the child that the parent refuses to work on, might be the child your daughter will bring to the house as a husband. Yeah. The child the parent refuses to talk to tell the truth, that child might be the one to come to your house for a relationship with your child. And at that point where they have met in school, like I tell people, they spend much time at home compared to the time they spend with you. Yeah, exactly. They spend like 2-3 months. Like the break we have now, you just spend like just 1 month or 3 weeks with your children. For a lot of us that are working class mothers and fathers, you just have little time to spend with them 1 month. You have to do outing with them. You have to play with them. You have to bond with them. You have to give them reasons why when they go out there, they face some group of people, they should be free to talk to you. They should be free to open up to you. So I just went into this program, and of course, I had the woman said, I had one of the participants said, her mother-in-law disturbs her a lot, and of course that was in the previous relationship, and of course she prayed her way out, and alongside, before you knew it, she left that relationship. And I asked, I said, because of a mother-in-law to be? She said yes, that she can't stand it. Her mother is not like that. She was not trained like that. And of course, you know, it's a class. I needed to learn. And of course, I was calm, I was quiet. And of course, she now continues. She said, any relationship she's going into now, that she prays for her mother-in-law not to be alive. And I was shocked. And after she finished, and I noted in my note, I said, the prayer you made for the other person comes back to you. So what am I trying to say? You must learn to respect your parents and your partner's parent. Whatever you tell your partner about your parents, that is what your partner is going to, that is the eyes he's going to look at your parents with. If you tell your partner your parents demand too much, your father demands too much, your mother likes so much money, your mother likes material things, your mother can be giving material things, and of course, she will allow you go with the man. The man is listening and smiling. Our men are very smart. Whatever you tell them today, they remember, they go back, sit back, and think of what you're saying. So you must learn to respect your parents and your partner's parent. You must learn to ask of your partner's parent. So also you must learn to check out on your parents. And most times when you spend time with your partner, call your parents. It's one of the things I was doing. I wasn't pretending about it. I am not pretending about it. I had this way. I was working in a place where I had a phone where they load my card. So they load the phone. So I have this extra credit that if I don't use it at the end of it was Visa. It was one of these lines, you know, new lines then, you know. So if you don't use it at the end of the month, there's wipe it off. And of course, it's filled. They will ask you to load it again. So I had that. And I had a personal number where I roam my family, my dad, my mom, and my siblings. Everybody were on this, I don't know, you can speak at night. It was empty, and then you can speak at night. No, it was Raytel then. So we have a way of, you can talk, you can do a conference call, you talk with them, and of course for a little charges, so long as you are family. I had this phone for my family, so I called them, and it's one of the things that made my husband stepped down and said it is her. Because he told me, he said from where he's coming from, they don't have that culture. Everybody just live your life. When they see, they talk. At any time they have a need to speak with each other, they call each other, they speak. At any time they want to speak with mama, they speak with mama. And before I got married to my husband, of course, I got his mom's phone number. I'm not asking, because people have had their experiences. My experience, yes, might be different from yours. I'm not asking you do more than, you take more than you can chew, but it worked for me because I went into a good family. My sister-in-laws are awesome. This is social media, I line out. My sister-in-laws are awesome. My brother-in-laws are just on their own, they are awesome. So I am just blessed. But it all started from the way I handled it, because I'm coming from a family, so I talk with my family. Like I tell people, I said, how many years do you have with these people that you think you want them to die before you even get married to their sons or their daughters? So you don't pray for a mother-in-law to die before you get married to her son, because if you pray for that prayers, if you go for that prayers, someone else, your son's wife to be might be coming in and be doing same prayers for you, and that will not be good. It won't sound so well, because if you get to hear this, it won't sound so well. So respect your parents and respect your partner's parents. Ask of his parents. I got the number. I was talking to Mama, because as at the time I became like very close to the home, like it was certain I was getting married, the introduction was done and everything, my part and his part, it was already known. I even visited when his father died. I went and of course did my own part of the rights, you know. So I tell people, I said, don't pray for that. What you give to your parents, extend it to the other parent. It's very important. It helps. It goes a long way. It goes a long way. Don't start what at some point you'll be feeling bad. Don't start it. It doesn't really take much. 2 naira, 3 naira. You just join some little things together, and of course you reach out. It's very important. So reach out to your parents, respecting your parents and respecting your part. You can see it take me this long to talk about parents, because what you do to your parents and you do to your partner's parents, your children are coming to do it to you. See, there's just no two ways about it. You can't run from it. What you give to your parents, your children will definitely give it to you. So respect, and especially sometime when you talk with your parents, allow your children to talk with your parents. Make them part of the family. Make them, carry them along, so they know that when they grow up, it is the same thing you're doing to your parents. They will remember at some point and remember to call you. So the next one, which is number 17, is encourage your partner. It boils down to one other point I mentioned earlier. See, your partner has something doing. He has existed in a job. Don't tell him to stop that job when you have no job to offer. Don't tell him to stop what he's doing presently, or at the time you're meeting him and you feel there's something better out there you want him to do. When you don't have the right, you don't have the capacity to offer that, don't stop your partner from doing whatever he's doing. Support and encourage your partner. It will help you. Showing him love that you love what he's doing and you love the way you met him. There are better days ahead. So you must learn to encourage your partner at any point, at any time. Okay? And then admit when you have your shortcomings. I had mentioned it before. Number 19, love your partner and keep his interest. See, a lot of us, including men these days, some men are involved in gossip, ladies in gossip. I don't know who is better in this. Protect your partner's interest. Keep your partner's interest. If he says, I don't want this very lady as a friend to you, learn it and find a way of making it, giving it a soft landing. Find a way of keeping this person, and you be the one to visit the other. Maybe your partner may have seen something in that your friend that he does not like. Maybe your friend is even making advances to your partner, and he says, I don't like it, because he doesn't want to fall for it. And of course, he wouldn't want to explain to you what he has seen in that friend of yours. It could be a male, it could be a female. So you must respect your partner's interest. You must respect and keep your partner's mind. And this is what he likes. This is what she likes. You must respect and keep it. Number 20, which I told you, I said, don't skip number 20. You must wait for number 11, 20, and 30. So here comes the number 20. Now, have great vision for your future and the rest of the family. See, without vision, you can't grow. If you have no plan for the future, you can't really do so well. If you have no plans for your relationship, for what you're about to go into, you will not do so well. You must have vision for what you want to do in the nearest future. You must have vision for the kind of life you want to live. You must have heart for where you want to do your holidays. You must have hearts for how you want to spend your money. Money comes in. This is the one that goes to the children's account, even when they have not come. This is the one that goes to your parents and his parents. This is the one that goes to friends when they visit the house. This is the money that is meant for both of you. You must have a clear vision. What exactly do we want? How do we want to live this life? Are we just getting married because others are getting married? Are we just getting married because we want to be in that relationship? Are we just getting married because our parents want us to get married? Are we just getting married because our elder brothers and our younger sisters and our younger brothers have all gotten married? No, you must have a vision. What do you want to get? What do you want to achieve? What do you want to become? What do you want to, what exactly do you have in heart? At heart, you have to conclude before you walk into the relationship and you even get settled. And this can help you if you have a very clear vision, you have a great vision. The man sees you or the lady sees you, oh, this person can agree with you and come to, oh, this person, I think this person is ready. I can agree with this person, especially if it's a relationship that somebody is coming from a place, from a broken relationship that had no vision. They just went into, they were just living and wasting and lavishing and doing all sorts of. But if a partner can walk into a relationship with you, watching and listening to me right now, with a great vision for the future, this partner can settle down with you in less than no time, and it will be within this year. If you're listening to me, I joke not, I'm not joking about it. These are part of the things that worked for me. And listening to people and reading, these are things that have helped a lot of great people in relationships and even in marriages today. At their field, it has really helped a lot of people. Number 21, give without expecting. You see, I talk about this giving without expectations because, see, let me not use my example with my present husband. For anybody, if this is social media aligned, or if you have ever met me and I have ever been your friend and all that, see, I have this way of, see, what are friends for? Your being friend with the other person is to exchange some things. God is bringing you into each other's life to solve some problem. The other person is going to stand by you to do something. It's going to be a bridge for you. It gets to a point where you need a bridge to cross to the other side. The person beside you is going to be the bridge, and when it gets to that point when the other person is supposed to cross to the other side of help, you be the bridge. Giving without expectation, that is what we are supposed to do. Love your neighbor as yourself is part of the scripture. Give without expectation. Give and it will come back to you. It's one of the things you should learn how to do in your relationship. If you can give without expecting, it will go a long way, because it will help you to have a free mind, and it will help you to really get, because when you give without expectation and you see someone coming back to tell you, can we be friends? You did something to me. You helped me, did this thing. And it's unlike the other ladies, or it's unlike the other guys. When they do, they expect, before they even finish what they are doing for you, they are already asking for a favor back. They are asking, what is my take? They are already asking, what am I going to take? What is going to be my share? What is going to be my part in what we are about to do? It's a business to them. So when you are not going into business with your partner, you're going into friendship relationship. You're going into something, you just let it be. It's natural, especially when you're coming from a broken relationship. This might be part of the things that happen because you were giving and expecting, oh, I have met the man, I have met the guy, we are getting married. Okay, once in a while you ask him, what is your plan? And he tells you, hold on, is it not to get married, but let me just set out some things, I want to clear some things. You were giving with the expectation that you were going to get married. And that is why when it got to that point and it never happened, you're disappointed and the whole thing is crashing right now. Number 22, stop being busy, Stop being busy with your time. You can only be a boss in your office. Yes, you can only be a boss in your office. Stop being busy. Stop being bossy with your partner. You must give out time. I had mentioned timing before. You must stop being busy. You must give out time for your relationship. If you want your relationship to work, you have to give out time. Nobody is doing it for you. Nobody is going to be part of it with you. You are going to be the one to build. You are going to be the one to stay in it. So you must stop being busy in your relationship. Don't be bossy to your partner. Don't take the response you give to people in your office. Don't bring it to the house. Don't even bring it to your relationship. In your relationship, you people are mates. Yes, there's going to be respect. It's going to exist. But in your relationship, don't tell your partner you are a boss. You hate people. You hate better people. You hate people that are taller than her. You hate people that are bigger than him. You talk to people anyhow. No. You must stop being busy and stop being bossy with your now partner. It will help your relationship to grow, and it will help your relationship to stand and grow better. In whichever way you want to have it, you will have it, because you'll be able to listen to your partner. You'll be able to have that love, that joy, that this person in her position in her office, in his position in his office, he still comes solo and have time for me. He's not bossy. He does not shout at me. He listens to me. He wants to take me to places. So long as it's decent, he takes me to places. Number 23 is always be at the moment. What do I mean by always be at the moment? Don't be with your partner and you're busy with a phone, you're busy with another partner, you're busy trying to clear with another partner, trying to put off another partner, trying to put off your phone, trying to do something, trying to put off this, trying to get... Yeah, it's not when you're with your partner that you should work in the office. Yes, I'm not stopping your jobs, especially when they need your attention. They need to be attended, but especially when they are partners calling, and of course you pick your phone and you said you're going to call back, and most times when you pick your cell phone, you step out of where your now partner is. See, you're ringing a bell, you're dropping a message behind. When you leave this partner, you know, you spend time with this partner, you step out, he doesn't understand what you're discussing. He doesn't, and sometimes when he asks you, you said, is a man I met some time ago, I'm trying to settle it, or I have ended the relationship, and he does not want to accept it. He still wants the relationship to continue. So I'm telling him, I have moved on, I am in another relationship. No. Maturely, you must find a way to keep off other people when you are at the same spot in your present relationship. You must learn to be at the moment. You must learn to accept what is happening at that moment. You must learn to love your partner at that moment and even always, because you are choosing just one person now. You are concluding, see, this is the man I want to be with. This is the person I am choosing. And it has to come from your mind. You have to make a decision for the new year. This will help you to get married faster than you can even think. Even the partners that are calling you, this will help you to get married to another partner that is serious, and every other person will see it on social media and even hear of it. They will marvel, because some partners walk into your life, they are not ready. Some partners walk into your life, they are not defining what the relationship is. Some partners walk into your life, they are not telling you this is what they are coming from. They just want to waste your time. They just want to keep you. They want to take from you. They want to suck you dry. They want to take from you and go settle themselves. I was listening to a friend who said he was planning relationship with a guy. She rented a place and she allowed this guy to come stay with her. And of course, on a particular time, festive period like this guy traveled to the east and got married to another friend of theirs. And someone else sent and even told this lady that, see, I'm traveling to the east to see my parents. And he traveled and got his traditional marriage, everything done. And pictures were sent to this other friend. And she told me, said, I can't believe it. And she opened the pictures, I saw them, and my mouth was like, wow. This happened? She said yes. And I said yes, because you were not concentrating, you were not looking at things. He steps out to make calls, he steps out to do things, he stays late at office. When he comes back at night, he's talking, he steps out of the room. In the first place, it was not even meant to, because you guys were not married. So why do you stay with a partner? So he was using you to pay his bills as at that time. And of course, when he was ready to bring a wife, he went and got a very sweet environment, sweet place, well secured, that she cannot even go make noise. Because if she goes around that area, she dares near that area, securities were going to just take her off that place. So he was busy saving his money and taking care of someone who was ready and all that. So sometime, if you waste your time with the wrong person, you might end up feeding this person, and then this person goes ahead to give to the right person. So let them see you get married this year with this character. You know, number 24 is create happiness. You must be happy. You must choose happiness. You must forget anything that has ever happened last year, last 2 years, last 3 years, or your life as a whole. If you have had breaks, see, I talk with a lot of people by virtue of what I do, relationship. I work with the federal government of my country, but I have time at weekends or at nights. People chat me up. We talk about relationships. I address issues. I counsel people. Of course, it's something I grew into. I just love doing it. No payment, no problem. I just love doing it. I love people to be happy in their relationship. So Create happiness for yourself is one of the things that will help you to help someone to be attracted to you. If you have known me, I have a way of going out. My children and my friends, I step out when my friends are not around. The few friends I have, if they are not around me, I step out. I make friends with my children. I go out with them. I have my good time. I create happiness. See, money is not happiness. You must not have, yes, money, like the Bible says, money answereth all things. You need money to go out. Sometimes you need money to get some things. You need money to look good. But if it's not coming, create happiness. You can decide to build a flower in your house. And when you get up in the morning, like the one you're seeing right behind me is one of the things I do. Sometimes when I'm bored, you see me, I just pick up things in the house. There could be roses, I just build something. So give yourself happiness. Create happiness. That outing you expect someone or someone is expected to take you out. You're supposed to go out with someone. Create happiness for yourself. It could be little money. Just jump into the bus. Take yourself somewhere. Just stay out there. It could be one of the things that will fetch someone for you. Stay in a place where the crowd is not dirty, the crowd is not noisy, the crowd is not speaking what you're not supposed to hear, is not listening to what you're not supposed to hear. The crowd is welcoming, the crowd is decent. So stay somewhere where you can learn something from little children playing. Stay somewhere where you can learn something from parents coming to a place with their children, with their families. Just stay, give yourself happiness, make yourself happy with the little you have, with what you have in the house. You must not break the bank to look good. Just look good with something little you have, it will help. Number 25, don't let your bad feelings affect your partner. See, a lot of us today, when you're angry, people tell you, I woke up, okay, you ask your partners tell me, I was talking to my friend and she was not responding, and of course this is how the fight started. Anytime she wakes up in the morning, of course, you put up a call to her, she tells you, please, I am not in the mood to speak today. And of course, me talking to the other person and the person tells me, today I am not just in the mood to speak. Maybe I woke up from the wrong side of the bed and I'm like, are there days? Yes, we all have days where we wake up and we don't want to talk, we want to remain on our bed, we want to remain in the room and all that. But are there days where you tell yourself, today I want to be excited? Yes, it's possible. So decide at any point you see yourself not wanting to talk. There should be days, okay, fine. You're not talking with your environment. You're not talking with the people you know. You can step out, mix with people, so long as it's decent, it's welcoming. Talk with people, talk with different people at different places. Be decent about it. Come home when you're supposed to come home early. Have a good reputation. The environment where you stay, the person seeing you around the environment might be looking for the same thing. So it's from your stepping out, and of course, maybe the person is stepping out to the nearest eatery, you just join, and of course, have a drink, have a conversation. Don't attach, let nothing be attached to it. Just have a conversation and move on with your life. That can bring you something good too. It's part of the things that will help you this year to get married faster. Don't cage yourself in a place feeling people don't accept you, you are rejected, family, they are not realizing what you're doing. You do so much for friends, they come back and pay you with evil. Don't think about anything evil this year. Just be you and be happy. Number 26. Don't forget, number 25 is don't let your bad feelings affect your partner. As at any point your partner calls you, be ready to speak. Be ready to be nice. Be ready to be kind. It's one of the things that will help you. So number 26 is for you to remain faithful. See, festive periods like this, especially when some partners, maybe they have hurts from family or something happened, they are not happy, and of course they decide to stay on their own. Some of us conclude they have a girlfriend, they have someone they are seeing, or they have a man friend somewhere, they have someone they are seeing, and of course you move on to do some certain things out there. You understand what I mean? No. Remain faithful to your partner by telling him the truth, by telling her the truth. Remain faithful to your partner by telling her the right thing. Remain faithful to your partner and keep to your truth. Remain faithful to your partner and building together the great future you want to have. Remain faithful to your partner, supporting the growth of the relationship. It will help you, it will help the relationship to grow. Number 27 that I said, do not miss number 27. Yes, number 27 is here. I said, do not miss number 27. I said, always be ready to change. Change is one of the things we find so difficult, isn't it? See, sometimes, including me, sometimes I find it difficult to change, because like now I'm wearing low cut. If you tell me, I thank God my husband loves this low cut, and of course he asked for it, because at some point you can see my hair started chopping. After my last baby, my hair started pulling. There was just nothing wrong, but the hair keeps pulling, and of course at any time I go to the salon, I make my hair, it's fine. And I have this itchy scalp. I've done treatment, I have been working on it and spending a lot of money. At the point my husband come in, and he traveled out, and of course he brought a lot of things, a lot of product. I started using, it became worse. I was hitting my head at night. I hit like boom. I just keep hitting my head, and at the point he told me, see girl, please, I think you have to take off this hair. Can you cut your hair? And I gladly say yes. Yes, I'm a woman, and of course, I love lovely hair. I love to make my hair. If I'm going on skull cap, it has to be the best. If I'm going to go on braids, it's like, wow. So I love hair, and of course, at that point, I knew he was trying to help me. Now going on low cut, it serves me a lot. I don't go to the salon to do so much. Sometime at home, at the comfort of my home, I do my DIYs, do it yourself. I just brush my hair, I use my cream, and boom, I go. I just jump into my car and I go, and I'm fine. So sometimes little things, your man will tell you change from this. Change from speaking to different partners at night. When I try to call you at night, I feel like I have the nudge to call you. Your phone is busy. For 15 minutes, you're busy. Who are you talking to? You don't tell me you're talking to your mom at midnight. At midnight, 15 good minutes, you're talking to your mom, or you're talking to your dad for 15 good minutes. No. Even when it's your parents, even when it's your sibling, what the hell are you discussing for 15, 20 minutes? So the other guy, the guy over there, or the lady is feeling, okay, you are discussing with a partner. So, and he's telling you, or she's telling you, I don't like this. At any point I pick up my phone to speak with you, your phone is always busy. And at that point, some ladies or some guys, they have a way of picking. You want to pick a different phone where he is not. See, this is a story for another day. Don't pick up another phone. You want to be talking with partners. If you're not ready for the relationship, please let the relationship stay and you stay. So, remain faithful to your partner. The number 27, which of course I say, always be ready for change. You must be ready to change, especially when your partner asks for change. You must be ready for change. Number 28, take up your responsibilities as a woman. Man, take up your responsibility as a man. Be the man in that relationship. Lady, play like the lady in that relationship. Be supportive. It will help your relationship, and it will help you get married this year. I tell you this for free. If you can take up your responsibilities as a lady, play the right part as a lady, as a guy, this year you will get married in less than no time. You will get married. Number 29 is for you to be patient. Be patient with your partner when he tells you, I don't have money for this now. Be patient with your partner when she tells you, I am not really very buoyant with this now. Can we give it some time? Please be patient with your partner. It shows what is going to happen in the marriage. It shows how patient you're going to be. It is not neck taking. If it is not even when it's neck taking, see, it shouldn't be now. When your partner tells you, let's be patient, so long as you're together in this, just be patient and make sure you grow together. Number 30, which is cherish your relationship. It is very important when you're in a relationship. Don't look at people outside. Do not look at people's relationship outside and think the relationship outside is better than yours. Do not see your friends driving big cars, luxury cars, and you feel their relationship is far better than yours. Do not see people, ladies like you started together, you went to the same school, primary school, secondary school, university, you even work in the same organizations, maybe different states or different environment. Do not see what is happening to them and say it has to be now. You must value your relationship. You must cherish your relationship. You must be contented with what you have. You must be contented with the lady you have as your partner. You must be contented with the man you have as your partner. You must be contented with the environment. If there is no money to change the home, see, it's a story for another day. When I was getting married, people tell me, well, your television is too small, this is too small, why don't you go for something big? You're a big chick, we all know you as a big chick, or why don't you buy? He is the man, so he would take up his responsibilities when it's time. That does not mean I'm not going to support him, but he has not presented it to me that it's a priority, so I bothered myself not to go for a big television. And after all, in the marriage, it didn't take us up to 6 months. We got everything we needed in that relationship. And people that were fighting for bigger things, you know, sometimes when you go for bigger things, it makes these guys to feel, oh, or even the ladies, oh, he's too materialistic, she's too materialistic. There is that little disappointment, especially when they are deep in the relationship and it feels they can no longer go out of the relationship. So always value your relationship. Value the man you are staying with or you are with in relationship. Value the lady you're in with in relationship. Value the job you have. Don't force your partner to change his or her job, especially when you have no means of offering the next one. Don't chase or don't force your partner to change his or her accommodation. Yes, the lady, you can change your accommodation because it's in less than no time you're joining your man, so you can always be ready for a change. But cherish whatever your partner has now. Cherish whatever your partner is telling you, this is what I can offer now, this is what we can go for. Cherish what your partner cherishes. Cherish your joy. Cherish your togetherness. Cherish your growth. Cherish whatever gives you peace, okay? And of course, I hope these few tips helps. I have just given you, I have just given you 30 tips on what will help you to get married this year. And if you're watching this beautiful face for the very first time, please don't make it your last time. Hit the subscribe button, because on this channel, I give you tips on what to do to get married within time and be happy in your relationship. Not jumping out of the relationship, jumping to the social media and saying somebody is not fair in the relationship. Yes, things happen, shit happen in relationships, but there are things you do if you have built so well, you're solid in your relationship. There are things that comes in a relationship that you can actually manage, especially when you check where you're coming from, and the much you have built together, you can actually help yourself to manage and move on from some things. And of course, peace reigns. God bless you, and until I see you in my next video, like I said, your subscription is very important because we need to reach out to more people. Your likes are important because it will help the YouTube algorithm to push my videos for more people to see. We are going somewhere and we need to reach out to a lot of people. Ladies need to hear. Ladies need to be encouraged. Ladies need to be told, reminded of what exists and what should be done again to make our relationships work. Your comment will help me to do something nice for us in our next video. God bless you, and from here is love. I remain your N Moses. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button because it will help us again. And of course, put on your notification bell so that at any time I post a video, you'll be part of the first people to go through the video and send in your comment, because it will help me to respond faster, especially when the comments are not too many. Sorry if I have not responded to your comment. I'm so sorry about that. But let's be family. Let's grow together. God bless you. And until I see you in my next video.